I'm Kate, that's Jamie, and this is Dumb Bee News. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the highs and lows of the digital landscape.
Let's see what we can uncover as we search through the endless content online. Come scroll with us.
So, we are going to start with Justin Timberlake's arrest, which
I love it.
we've been joking about since it happened because we can't stop. And truly, what's so funny is the whole thing is just drunk driving is not funny. Let us start that way. Drunk
Right,
driving,
don't do that.
no, not cool. That's not funny. All right. But here's the deal. When Justin Timberlake got arrested for this, all of his homies were trying to like back him up, be like, oh no, he's a public figure. It's fine. Like, let him
A
off
public figure really
easy.
shouldn't be drinking and driving.
Right. And the officer was so young that he didn't recognize Timberlake. And he didn't pass the field sobriety tests, and he wouldn't do a breathalyzer. So yeah, I mean, that's what happens. You get arrested. But I
Right.
just thought it was so funny. So when he gets arrested by this young cop who does not recognize him, supposedly under his breath, Timberlake said, "This is gonna ruin the tour." And the officer said, "What tour?" And he said, "The world tour." I heard a girl today on a podcast. She's like, I'm going to start saying that now when things go bad. This is going to ruin the tour.
I love it. I love it. And the cop the whole time is probably thinking, you fucking crazy person.
And I guess all these other rich people in this like town are like bitching about him because he's enforcing the law. The one guy did an
Oh, gee,
illegal
I hate it when that
U-turn.
happens.
Right? The one guy did an illegal U-turn and he like bitched to the press. He was like, "This guy, he pulled me over. You think he'd be cool about it, but no, he was pretty serious." It's like, yeah, you pulled an illegal U-turn. What do you mean? So good for him. He's doing his job the way it's supposed to be
I'm
being
glad
done.
he's not taking no crap.
Well, he just doesn't care. He has no idea. Like I was saying to you the other day, I bet when he said this is going to ruin the tour, I bet he was like, this guy's nuts.
Okay, your tour, quote, quote.
Yeah.
He probably took so much smoke back at the the precinct where the cops hang out. They probably roasted him.
Or not. I mean, I don't remember how old they said he was, but I think they said he was like 22. No one, Justin Timberlake's like 49. He is
It's
not
so
going to know who
strange
he
to
is.
think. I don't know. It's kind of strange to think a 22-year-old doesn't know who Justin Timberlake is. I mean, like, yeah, he's like kind of washed up now, but he's still doing stuff.
Yeah. Here's another headline. Rich people call zealous cop who arrested Justin Timberlake on DUI the Sag Harbor Nazi. Stop.
Oh my gosh, they're comparing him to a Nazi.
Stop.
All because he doesn't allow you to make illegal U-turns and drive drunk.
Arkinson pronounced when he spotted him, "I was surprised he pulled me over. It was off season and no one was around. It was a dickhead move. I felt like he pulled me over just for the sake of doing it." You mean doing his job? That's his job. It doesn't matter if there are people there or not. You're not allowed to do your U-turn. And if it's off season, yeah, maybe he has to, cops be copping. I just like that he's, treating everybody the same way. That's all. It's a good baseline. It's a good baseline.
Right.
And it's still really funny. So don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't do that. We don't like it.
Enough said.
All right, so now we're going to follow up last week's crappy TikToker with another crappy TikToker, because I'm a hater. I've been sipping on my haterade, watching videos all day. Adrielle Sigler. I'm sure you've heard
Ugh.
it. Everyone's heard the name. I'm sure if you've watched her videos, it probably made you cringe when I said it. She's just doing too much. She's doing quite a bit. All right, back up. Cuz I guess it all started her original video post. She's like looking for her son, and
Yes.
she's like going to the school, and she's complaining about the school making her son stay late for whatever reason, and then not having any contact with her, and the son never came home. And it basically ends with her leaving the school after she goes and no one's there, and then she gets a phone call from the son telling her just to come pick him up right now.
And she's TikToking all of this.
And
These are all,
well, I don't think she ever turns TikTok off, if we're being honest,
yeah,
because
like this is all
she
just
posts like
on.
every move she makes, every fart she takes, she's posting on TikTok.
Right.
Um, anyway, then her follow-up video to that is now a video of a bunch of kids beating up her son, and she proceeds to go through it and name like first and last name of all these kids and their faces in this video, and like pump the brakes, babe, because
Oof.
you don't do that. If you've got beef
No.
with some kids, you need to go to their parents. You don't you're grown. You don't beef with what are these kids, like 14?
Yeah.
Her son's 14. Um anyway,
Hey,
she puts up this whole GoFundMe talking about her and her kids are in all of this danger,
did you not
and
put yourself in danger by doxing all of these children? Yeah, I bet people
literally,
are
because
mad
if I
now.
was one of those kids' parents, I would be coming for her. I would be
That's
coming for
nuts.
her like hell hath no fury.
Yeah.
Because, not even just that they're minor children. What if one of her crazy psycho fans, because she does have fans, there are people that support
Oh
this lady and
God.
are all behind her. What if one of her crazy fans had like tracked down one of these kids and like hurt them or unalive them?
Yeah, you don't
You
know.
never know. You don't be putting children's names on the internet.
No, with their pictures and like of like where you live. Everybody knows she lives where she lives because she
Oh, you
talks
mean
about it
because
all the
she's
time.
posted so many videos of she's in Jonestown, New York, my home in Jonestown, New York, and
Yes.
I don't know, I feel like if you're in fear for your safety, you don't blast your location all over TikTok.
No.
Anywho, she makes a GoFundMe. She's asking for like $30,000 to help with moving fees and relocating fees to get her and her kids out of Jonestown, New York. Um, well, then everything starts getting a little fishy,
Yeah.
because then they go on vacation. She's posting about these vacations she's going on, and she says something to the tune of she's not spending GoFundMe money on her vacations. She still gets paid weekly
What?
or every week, so she's using her money for the vacation. So
What?
basically she's running this GoFundMe, um which whatever, she's probably BSing anyway, but essentially she's saying she's running this GoFundMe to get funds to move, but she's using her money is going towards their vacation, so it's okay because she's not
Mm-mm.
spending the GoFundMe
No.
money.
Delulu.
And then
Mm-mm.
so after she makes this video of all these kids, then one of not one of the moms of one of the kids in the video, but now there's a mom of a girl that Adrielle's son has allegedly essayed. And she
Great.
made a post on, I can't remember if it was like Facebook or Instagram, but basically calling her out, telling everyone that, you know, your son essayed my daughter and don't worry, the truth is going to come out. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts. Um it just starts getting crazy, and then one of the boys that was in the video makes his own post saying that it wasn't like they didn't jump him. This was a planned fight because Adrielle's son had SA'd one of the guys that were fighting her son. It was his little sister was the one that
Oh my
got SA'd.
goodness.
And so Adrielle's son agreed to fight this dude. He went there to meet up. He threw the first punch, evidently. Adrielle, when she posted the video, she had edited it and cut out the beginning bit of it.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, basically he's like, that's why your son got jumped, and I don't feel bad.
Right.
Basically. And so then Adrielle is making videos about getting gang stalked. And I
Oh
don't even know if
yeah.
that's I don't know if that's a thing.
I
If
had never heard of that until I was watching that video that you sent me and listening to her. And just to be clear, if you don't know this Adrielle, I didn't know who this lady was until you sent me the thing. She is so obnoxious. It is so difficult to listen to.
it really is. It's painful. She's so cringy. She's so fake. In the videos where
Oh my
she's,
God, yes.
she's like crying and she's so scared for her life and
No, she's not.
the I can't. I cannot. You're so fake. Ma'am, my 5-year-old fake cries better than you fake cry.
Yeah. And the whole time, like when she's doing these, like when she's like, I'm looking for my son, like it seemed so fake, like high school theater, like monologue or something. Like it seemed so, so fake.
Low key, allegedly, my opinion only. I did not read this anywhere. I think she already knew that the fight was going on and she
Yeah.
was doing what she was doing. I bet her son told her like he was gonna go fight these dudes in the
Uh
woods.
huh. Uh huh.
And she went doing her little video to make it look like she didn't know anything and to give him an alibi or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm sure I mean, I don't want to make assumptions about a child, but I mean, if he's raised by her, I'm sure they're thinking similarly.
Well,
Or,
so the babysitter, allegedly, I guess, because all of my information is coming from like YouTube and TikTok, but
yeah.
his old babysitter said even at a young age, he used to smack her butt when she babysat, and he would just like make inappropriate comments to her. She did not elaborate on what the inappropriate comments were.
Like,
Um, but she said that was happening even at a young age, and she's certain that he's probably essayed the girl that they say, if not more. And
wow.
right now, from what I've gathered, he's being accused of essaying like 4 girls.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right. Serial
So
offender,
back to the
allegedly.
GoFundMe. Sorry, if you don't mind.
No, rewind, because I'm moving through it really fast.
Yeah, so am I though. I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh man, I've been waiting.
So the GoFundMe is for $30,000, right?
Yes, which is an insane amount for moving fees. Like, I'm sorry, unless she's moving from New York to California, realistically, it's not going to cost $30,000.
So $30,000 to move as quickly as possible because their lives are at risk. This seems wild to me. And I listened to a couple of her videos about, excuse me, why it would be that much. And she's like, I'm trying to pay for a whole year in advance. And then she's also saying, but I got to pay first and last month's rent, and that's this much. And it's like, girl, that math, that's not how that works. If you're going to pay the whole year, like, yeah, that's part of the first and the last. That would go in with that. Like, that's not on top of, like, her math just like is not mathing.
Yeah, there's a lot not clicking with her. Um, CPS had showed up at her house after the fight, um, and said that the police were opening an investigation. They were contacted by law enforcement to reach out to her and come check on the kids. Um, to which she makes another video saying that she called the police department, and whoever she spoke with at the police department advised her that there were no ongoing investigations on her. No one in the department was planning on reaching out to her, anything like that. And so she goes on to say that whoever made this CPS report obviously was impersonating a police officer, to have her
What?
falsely investigated. But knowing what we know now, I don't think that. I definitely think the police sent CPS there,
Yeah, I'm sure. She's
in
doing
my
all
opinion.
kinds of weird stuff, especially just her being online that much just is like such a red flag. Like she was doing like those TikTok battles and stuff. I mean,
Well, and she's been caught up in a lot of petty lies. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're like ground shattering, just like, oh my god, what a trash person. But just for instance, she has a video talking about, people want to know why her how her skin tone is so dark, what products does she use when she's tanning. And she goes on this whole rant and rave about how she has been naturally dark her whole life. She's never used a tanning product. She doesn't use lotion. She doesn't use tanning beds. Um, and then I don't know how far apart these videos were that she made. It didn't say, but then there is definitely another video of her with a tanning lotion talking about
oh
her.
no.
This is her tanning lotion that she uses. This is how she gets her natural glow or whatever.
We all know somebody like that though, right? Like we
Right.
all know just an absolute compulsive liar, cannot stop, you know.
Yeah, but like keep up with it.
Yeah, they're not good at that. They're not good at that. And she unfortunately like videotapes herself incessantly so that she has her own receipts. Like she's not covering her own ass in any way.
No, she totally is losing her own case.
I yeah. And I saw that they brought her I don't know. That was also really weird. She like posted a TikTok saying like her son was supposed to be brought in for questioning and she drove all this way to have her son taken in for questioning only for them to not question him because they wouldn't do it with her in the room or whatever.
Yes.
So, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, what I think it was is she wanted them to not interview the son. She wanted them to ask her the questions. She's like, I
Yeah.
don't understand why you won't ask me these questions. And they're like, because he's our suspect. We have to ask him
Oh, yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
questions.
That's what it
Right.
was.
And
Mhm.
then after arguing with her for a little bit and seeing that he was getting nowhere, I'm sure, the officer was like, you know what, you just really seem like you don't want us to question your son, so we'll just wrap this up and we'll continue our investigation on the word of the people that we've already talked to.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the people they've already talked to are the alleged victims.
Yeah.
I don't know because I guess from what she said, they would not tell her
No,
what the
and they wouldn't.
investigation was about or anything.
Yeah, and they wouldn't, especially it more than likely the victims. I'm assuming it's for the, I don't know, could be something else, but I'd imagine they're all minors too, so they're not gonna
Well, and given
disclose
that
stuff.
she tried to be on live when she went in,
Oh yeah,
and
I
the cop
forgot
was
about
like,
that.
no.
I watched so much stuff, like I just filled my brain with Adrielle the last 2 days. I'm like, I don't really remember some
I
of this
know, and
stuff.
watching her just like
Oh,
fries
it's
your brain like an
mind-numbing.
egg.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting, but it's also, like, it was really tough to kinda, like, get through.
Because watching her, you want to believe that it's satire. You just want to believe
Yeah,
that the
it
whole
seems
page
fake.
is dedicated to satire, but you know it's not because the GoFundMe is legit and it was taken down at one point, but it is back up. It is active. She is still.
No.
eh,
Don't give her money.
Don't give
Y
her money. Oh my
and she was
God.
saying, like, "Yeah, I'll have to pay a moving company." She's like, "I don't know how to move furniture or take furniture apart." It's like, "What do you mean?"
Girl, pick it up. I don't know.
Yeah, what do you mean? She was like, "I have to,
Never
like,
had a
t
moving company move my stuff. What?
no, no,
Maybe she
I'm
does
the
need
moving company."
$30,000.
Yeah, she was like, "I don't know how to do that, take beds apart and stuff." I'm like, like, that's wild to me. What do you mean?"
No, because how did you get to be as old as you are and you can't take a bed apart?
Yeah, it's not rocket science. I promise you could do it.
No, you can watch a YouTube video. YouTube has saved my life on so many
Seriously.
occasions. In fact,
You
I
can
just
learn to
changed
do
my
anything.
blinker.
Oh, fancy.
I know. The only man I need in my life. Fuck.
There you go.
I gotta stop saying the F word. Sorry, guys. My apologies.
Yeah, I know. I try to be better, but it's tough when you speak like a sailor.
Well, moving on with Adrielle, I found something else that was interesting. It's not
Ooh.
related to the fight video, but it just kind of plays into showing you what kind of person she is because she makes a video. Hmm. I don't remember the name of the grocery store, but like some bougie people store, like Kroger's, Wyman's, maybe.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
So she's at a Wyman's, she's in the parking lot, and she's like taking videos of this couple's car and this couple and saying that the car is suspicious because it's got dealer plates
Oh
and
my
this guy is
god.
suspicious and she thinks that he may have kidnapped this woman and she needs the internet to do their thing and find out who this is and find out if they're okay. Well,
Oh my
anyway, the man from the video that she took accusing him of kidnapping this woman, and I'm just going to throw it out there, it was a black man with a white woman, an
no.
older white
Great.
woman.
Mhm.
Um he saw the video and he responded to it on Facebook or Instagram, I can't remember.
Good for him.
And he basically says like, "Yo, that was my mom. Um
Yeah.
my dad, anybody that knows us in the area knows that my dad owns this big auto dealership, and so my mom's been driving on dealership plates for like 35 plus years or better. I'm sorry, that's suspicious. You know, I pretty much know you made this video because
Yeah.
I was a black man with a white woman, but it's just my mom."
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with her?
I could not imagine being I just
That
couldn't imagine being like
nosy?
her. Just to like look at a couple walk by me in the parking lot and just be like, "Oh my god, they're suspicious. He kidnapped her obviously."
And now I must show everyone on the internet and dox them. You have to stop doing she has to stop doxing people. You
Why is
cannot be
she not
like,
getting in trouble yet?
I don't know that it's illegal,
Because I feel
but
well, even though she did it with the minors, would that well,
oh, yes, you can't do that.
but I was more thinking about her putting the kids' names on blast like that just
Yeah,
but I don't know
no,
if that's just like illegal or if it's
super
just like
wrong.
unethical.
Yeah. Yeah, that I think it should be illegal. I mean, you need to protect
Well,
children.
because in like cases, legal cases, if there are minors involved, the media doesn't put their names out there typically.
No. No.
Anyway, she needs to leave people alone. If she's in fear for her life, she needs to stop telling all over TikTok where she lives.
Seriously. And recording and doing lives everywhere she is too. People are going to find you. You're so scared. Like it's
I
not
watched some of
believable.
her I watched some of her unrelated content just to like see
Oh,
so cringy,
I
so
was going to
terrible.
say, how did your brain not melt and fall out of your ears?
I was like, come on, I'll find one that's like decent.
No, it's so uncomfortable. Like I saw one and she's like, "We're gonna go to the pool," and she's like walking around her yard. "This is my pool floaty. Look at my bikini." And I'm like, I want to rip my eyeballs out and I don't know what is happening. Why is this a video?
She posted one about people ask me all the time why I don't just do OnlyFans instead of
Ugh,
TikTok. And honestly, it's because I would ruin it for everyone because I'm so good at effing. It's literally what I do, what I'm good at. And I'm so good at it that I would ruin OnlyFans for everyone else. You would all have to quit.
I don't
It's
think that
like,
she's ever had sex before, if
oh my
that's how
God.
she feels. That's the weirdest thing ever. What?
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
She
there's
seems
something.
like maybe she needs to have
She
a
is in
chat with a
her,
therapist.
yeah, she is in her own world. She's probably one of those people just like the rich people in that town, like, why did you pull me over? Just did a U-turn. I'm just doing illegal stuff. Leave me alone.
Oh, well, that's what she says about the kids in her town and uh she lives in a community where the average salary is 30,000 a year and she makes whatever like three times that amount and
Doing what?
I can't remember how she worded it, but basically insinuated that everyone she lives around is criminals and the town is full of criminals because they're all poor. And when she moves, it's going to
Oh my
be she's
God.
taking her kids to an upper middle class neighborhood.
Best neighborhood, that's bullshit.
You
I
see
shouldn't
that
even
gated
say that, but
community? You see
that's
that
not,
gated community? That gate is for you, ma'am,
yeah.
to keep you out of it.
I'm sure plenty of other people in your town could conduct themselves 100 times better than you ever could even conceive of doing. So why don't you not be so judgmental? What the hell? But interesting. I'm interested to see what will come of this because I'm sure there will be more.
Yes, because like I told you earlier, she said because in the video of the kids beating up her son at the end you can hear him saying, "Oh, go tell your mom," and one of them says, "Oh, he's definitely going to tell his mom," and she's like, "It's not just telling me, it's telling the world." but like,
Okay.
but now
Oh,
it's like all these videos out here about your son like essaying a bunch of girls, and you kind of put that out there for the world.
yep.
Or not that she put it out there, but she opened the door
Yeah, she did.
to receive some.
I mean, that is the risk you take putting yourself online like that, but especially if you want to cause so much drama to those around you.
You know what? I appreciate the pot stirs from a distance.
Uh, they are entertaining. I do hope that if her son did do what he's being accused of, they figure that out though, because it's the last thing you need is for him to like beat that, but have actually done it, and then all I could only imagine how they would act, you know.
I kind of feel like this is going to end up with her kid in trouble, with her in trouble.
Yeah, me too.
If she doesn't stop doing what she's doing on social media, she's going to get in trouble.
Yeah, eventually she's gonna cross the line, you know, or somebody could sue her. I mean, they don't even necessarily have to have, it could get legal.
Or one of them parents going to catch her outside. How about that?
Yeah, she better be watching. See, she is in danger.
Yeah,
She,
but that was definitely her doing.
yeah. Say bye to all the nice people.
And like and subscribe. We don't say
Yes.
that because it's weird, but do it. Like it, subscribe. If you like our content, we just want to talk crap about the crap we find on the internet.
Yeah. And you can do it with us. It's more fun that way. All right. Bye, y'all.
Okay, bye.